Hey everybody, it's 12 Gauge Geek here with another video for you guys today, and it is New Comic Book Day. It's Wednesday. I went down to the local comic shop by my house. I picked up a good bit of comics. I spent a good bit more than I wanted to spend, but it happens. I did have, I worked a shift last night. So I had, showered when I got out of work, rushed over to the comic store, and I will say third shift brain is a thing if you've ever worked a third shift job. So I went in there, not wanting to spend a lot, only wanting to pick up a couple titles that I knew were coming out today, but I just start staring at these covers and there's just so many good ones. I couldn't help but pick up a bunch. I sifted a bit through some of the 1980s and older bins they had at the shop, and I purchased a good bit of comics. I learned a lesson that I will explain to you guys here at the end of the video. So I just want to say I appreciate everybody who's been, liking and watching the videos. I appreciate you guys. And if you're watching this now, be sure to give this video a like if you do like it. Dislike if you don't. Feel free to leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. So let's get into these comics. Alright guys, here we are with the stack of comics, and the first one is Magik #1. This is actually the driving force behind me going to the comic shop today. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. I love the game so much, if I'm being honest. I love all the different characters, the possibilities of the different characters. Can we get a blob, please? And I really like Magik. I'm a big X-Men fan, but I was not, very knowledgeable about Magik. I wasn't aware too much. I watched the new Mutants movie maybe a month or two prior to Marvel Rivals coming out, just because I was on like a big X-Men kick, and it wasn't great. It wasn't a very good movie, but I like Anya Joy-Taylor and I like Magik. So I picked this up, and I went to, the back shelf in the Marvel area, and already 2 of the other variants were gone, completely gone, and I had got there at maybe 10:15. Shop opened at 10 a.m. It was kind of crazy. I guess it's either in people's pool boxes, or people just got there extremely fast and picked them up. I'm not sure, but the guy that worked at the shop was saying that it's extremely popular right now. And that's why Marvel Rivals is why he believes they sold so much. But I also picked up this other variant edition. I guess this might be the antagonist in the, new series here. I have not yet read this, but this was also a cool cover. This one, I think, was $7. Let's see here. Yeah, $7, it says. So pretty cool cover for $7, and I picked that one up as well. Next one I picked up was a Scotty Young cover. I really do love just Scotty Young's artwork. I like these kitty covers. I'm a big Amazing Spider-Man fan. And just, I think the covers he does are really cool. And when I see one, I, start picking them up now. And I believe this is also a Scotty Young cover. I'm not 100% sure on that, but the artwork to me looks very Scotty Young-ish, but I don't think I see his signature that he usually does here, so I'm not sure who did this, but I really like this art style. And I been hearing a bunch of people talk about this on YouTube and stuff. This is I guess the end of like a big arc right now in the new X-Men run. So I figured I'd pick it up. I'm not sure if I'll read that. I'll probably have to get the other covers. Same with the Amazing Spider-Man 65. I really just picked those up because I like the covers. Third shift brain. And same with this. This is also more of just a cover pickup. I've never read Geiger. I'm not very familiar with the series. But I know the Action Comics #1, homage when I see it, and I really like these covers. I think they're really cool. And this one, he kind of looks like a, Dr. Phosphorus or even a Blight style character, and it's just really cool cover there, so I picked that up. Next here is Absolute Batman #3. Now, I picked this up for reading material, but not to read yet until I can get my hands on 1 and 2. I had asked the guy at the comic shop about it, and he said that they were completely sold out. I guess it's extremely popular. I mean, I was hearing people talk about it on YouTube. A lot of the comic videos I watch, people were talking about it and saying it's really good. So I figured I would pick this up, as well as #4 here. Now, I really think this cover's cool. Yet again, I don't know anything about this Absolute Batman, but this cover here, I just get real Bane vibes, like Bat-Bane vibes, and it's just really cool to me. Cool cover to pick up, and it's #4, so if I can get my hands on 1 and 2, this will be good reading material. And next here, some more DC. I went digging through the 1980s bin and saw this and just thought this was really cool. My wife is a big Swamp Thing fan. I thought for $4, this was a really cool, I guess like a facsimile or maybe a reprint of Swamp Thing #1, it seems like, but just really cool cover. I like these old, I guess you could say Bronze Age DC horror books. I just think they're really cool, and for $4, it was hard to pass up. And then I also went digging through a DC special section just after digging through the 100-page giant, 80-page giant section. Just, going through, looking at what they had, and I saw this, and for $4, I thought this cover was just really cool. I tried to look into it more. It looks like there was a slew of different artists that had worked on it, and it seems that it collects, a series of different comics. I'm not sure if it's 13 total, I can't remember, but I remember seeing a fair amount of House of Mystery comics, like an issue #4, possibly like a 6. I don't want to, completely talk in the air, but it does collect some of the House of Mystery stuff, which I thought was really cool. I thought it was a cool cover, and for $4, I thought it'd be a cool pickup. And it's, really thick, I guess, because it's collecting so many different stories here. And then I didn't necessarily pick up today. I had picked this up from a comic shop last week after the video I had made last week with the lot that I bought. So I figured I would just show it to you guys today. And I actually did read this, and I thought this was a great book. The fight between, spoiler here, Iron Man and, Harold Hulk, I'm going to call him. It was just a phenomenal fight. That Hulk is just goated. He's crazy. He fights Vision. He fights Captain Marvel. And just the power cosmic with Hulk is just a really cool concept I never actually considered before. And then I actually picked this up, not even initially as reading material. I just picked it up because it was a cool Galactus cover and was very surprised by how much I liked the story. Next here is just a facsimile of Giant Size X-Men #1. This is a big key book. If it was the real book, that's why I picked up a facsimile edition. I don't own the real book. It's very pricey. Maybe one day. But I picked this up, and it's just cool to have in the collection. I did read this on Marvel Unlimited just before I had picked it up, and I thought it was a really cool story. I hadn't read it before, and just seeing them all fight, Krakoa, I believe, that crazy island, was just a cool read. Seeing the old team with the new team, all the different costumes, I just love the X-Men, so cool pickup here. And next here, guys, we're just going to get on to just 3 more comics here. And this is, I don't, know too much about, it says it's a Phantom variant. I'll be honest, I don't really know what that is. When I saw it, they were claiming that it was hard to find or this or that. It was $15, which is honestly a lot more than I would pay for a comic normally. But I do like Spider-Gwen. I am actually a big Spider-Gwen fan. I love the Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales movies. I love Spider-Gwen in, what is that? Ultimate, is that Ultimate Marvel Alliance or Ultimate Alliance? The third one that's basically on the Nintendo Switch. You can play as her. Really cool character, though. And I love that it's an ASM 300 homage. I love the pink. Just cool cover here to add to the collection. So I picked it up. And then next here, this is where we start to get into a bit of the learning lesson that I had spoke about earlier. So I saw this. I heard people talking about this story. I heard that it was going to be, explicit. It was going to be graphic. Immediately, my eyes opened. I like graphic stories. I love blood, gore, violence. Who doesn't? We're Americans. If you are watching this and are American. So I picked this up, and it was in a bag and board already. And there were only 2 of these Daredevil Unleash Hell comics there that were in bags and boards. And I was looking at both covers, and I went with this one because I thought it was cooler from what I could see through this appropriate audiences right here. It's kind of annoying that they put it right there. They could have dropped it down below at least, so you could see more of the cover. But aside from that, I did not look at the back here and see the actual price was $12. Now, this being $12, I probably would not have picked this up if I'm being completely honest. I was picking it up just for reading material only, not really for the cool cover or, the variant edition. I'm not sure what kind of variant edition this is. Red band, it says. I don't know what that is. But this, as you can see from this comic to this comic, now this is probably more in part on my LCS, more actually my fault as a buyer for not checking more. Third shift brain. But this one had the price right on the front. Most comics do, so I just read the front. And I looked at this one, saw that it had a price here on the front, and just assumed that that's what the price was. So I picked that up, put it in my hand, not even knowing. And I did the same exact thing with this. Now this is a really cool cover. So I'll be honest, I don't regret this as much. I love the Deadpool Wolverine team up. I thought that movie was great. What an awesome movie. And this cost me $27 or $28, which was definitely more than I wanted to pay. Now, I remember looking at my receipt and seeing about $25 from what I can remember. But, yeah, so that was a bit of a learning lesson for me, guys. If you don't see a price or see a price on the front and it's bagged and board, it's probably too good to be true. It's probably fancy if it's in a bagged and board. That was a learning lesson to me. But really cool cover here. Really cool pickups at the local comic shop, guys. I want to just say that if you hear some bibble babbling in the background, that is my son. I apologize for that, as well as the barking as my dog. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to check out our next video.